Okay, so now that we finished the bodice, we're gonna go ahead and put this skirt on, and this is how we're gonna do it. So one of my skirts is actually all together, so I made the whole skirt is together. I don't have any parts that are different, but this one is not color blocked. That's what it is. I couldn't think of the word. But then I have one that is color blocked. So the ones that you have color blocked, you will sew each piece together. So I've already sewn some of my parts together, obviously every other, and now I'm gonna sew the last part together. So you put it right side up, and then we put the next piece right side on top. So right sides facing each other. And pin. And after I pin it, I'm going to go ahead and serge it together. And like I said, I already did that for my other pieces. That way you didn't have to watch me serge all of them, but this is when you do that to all the pieces. And what you want to do is you want to iron it. You want to make sure that you open it up and iron the seam so it goes the right way. So we're all going to go that way. There it is. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my other one. And first thing you want to do is go ahead and hem all the way around both skirts. So I already hemmed around this one because I wasn't putting it together, so I just hemmed it. So this one's already hemmed. And I hemmed part of this one that I had already put together, but not all of it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the hem where I put it together. Be careful with your scissors. They just went flying. Okay. So I had already hemmed part of it, so I'm just going to finish up the little piece that I did not hem yet. So now that they're both hemmed, okay, so like I said, I pieced it together. Here are all my pieces. This is my front of my skirt, the sides, actually other way around. No. Yes, the black goes on the sides, sorry. Yeah, and this is my front. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quarter my skirt so I can attach it to my bodice. And the way I do that is I just match it up, all the different lines. This is the front and the back and then the sides, and I go out to one side and I will cut a little notch, and you can pin it or do whatever you want, it's up to you, but I'm just cutting a little notch. And then I'm gonna meet those two notches at the middle and go out to each side and mark that corner and mark the other. Now on the skirt that I did that doesn't have any color blocking, you just mark the four corners. You just put it on the sides and then match that up and put it on the other sides. And then I did the same on the bodice. Obviously these are the sides, and so then I just notched it in the middle by going sideways on the middles. Same on the one underneath. Okay, so first we're gonna go ahead and attach this skirt. So this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna turn the skirt inside out, and we're gonna fit the skirt, the bodice, inside the skirt so that they're touching right sides together. And I am only going to attach the skirt to the correct bodice, the one that matches it. So this is the outer right now, so I'm gonna match it to the outer. So I'm gonna match those spots that I marked, the quarters. I'm matching the quarters. We are almost done. I think the part that takes the longest with this dress is just the hemming, because it's a full circular skirt, which is great, but that makes it lots of hemming, but that's really not very hard hemming. And then, you know, I think what most people are scared of is the burrito method, but that's, as I showed you earlier, it's super easy, so there's no need to be scared. This is easy dress, easy peasy. Okay, so now I have it all in quarters, and I'm not going to attach the other part of the bodice. I'm only attaching the outer. So that's the only thing I'm attaching. I'm attaching the one that I made on the outside that is the same color that's gonna match. So that's the outer, and not the inner. The liner, we're gonna do that later. So I'm gonna go ahead and serge that together. Making sure that it's even. It's a little bit tight. This one's supposed to come this way. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Making sure it's all even. So I'm gonna grab it with my 4 fingers. I wanna make sure it catches both sides. There we go. Especially because I'm working with double brush poly, and double brush poly can be so slippery. So I have to be very careful it doesn't slip right out. So if you want, you could pin it even more than I did. I only pinned it at the quarters, but some people will probably pin it more than that. And maybe I should have, but just take it slowly. Take it 1 quarter at a time. Nice and easy. Almost there. It's our last quarter. Okay, so now the skirt is attached to the bodice, the front. Here we go. Now I'm going to attach the opposite. So I'm going to pull that other liner out. It's right here. Actually, let me tuck in that skirt in there. Okay, here's the bodice, right side out. Now I'm gonna get this skirt, And I'm going to turn the skirt inside out, just like I did the other one. And I'm going to fit the bodice inside of it. Here's my bodice. Here's my skirt. And I already did the same thing. I quartered my skirt so that it'll match up. And then I'm going to pin. And you can pin where your edges go so they can meet where the color blocking is, because you want it to continue. You don't want it to be all like the lines to be crooked. So make sure you take your time matching that up. And when you sew it up, make sure you take your time making sure that it does it right. I'm just trimming these little pieces as they're going to be serged together, so it should be fine, but they're kind of in my way as I'm trying to match them up. So I want to make sure that it's matched up correctly so that it doesn't so that I have the right edges. Here we go. This is a very important part. Like I said, you want it to be continuous. So just take your time on the color blocked ones. These little metal pieces help. So I have the quarters, so I match up the quarters, but I also match up the seams. Almost done. One more quarter right here. And we are literally almost done with this dress. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and serge it together. Making sure I don't serge the other part of the dress together, just this part, not the liner. We're just sewing, not the other side of the dress, just this one. And here we go. Making sure that it matches all up. Take it slow. Make sure you match up the seams, because you will kick yourself at the end if you open it up and they don't match up. I know. And then again, you made it, so you just own it. If it doesn't turn out perfect, you just own it. That's how it's meant to be. That's how I meant to do it. Match up the edges. There are plenty of times that I don't have enough fabric to match up the stripes or whatever, and I just own it. Almost there, guys. This is so exciting. Last one. It's like putting together a puzzle. Except for you get to wear it when you're done. Look at all my little trims. Okay. You're going in here, bud. There we go. Can you see it? Here's my dress. And I matched up the sides. So proud of myself. That's always something I struggle with. Okay, so now that my dress is all put together, this is the last step. You're going to match up the bottom skirt, and this works better if you lay it out. So I'm just going to tell you what to do, and I'm not going to do it with you because I don't have anywhere to lay it out. But you're going to lay it out, probably better to lay it out all out in a circle in a flat surface, all the way around, and you're going to pin the two fabrics together. You're going to pin the two fabrics together all the way around. All the way around. And then you're going to go back and hem them together. So that's how you will attach the two skirts together. So when you're wearing it, it's not two separate pieces. It'll be one piece together. Okay? So it'll be like you'll have a line, kind of like a twin needle or whatever. So you'll probably just want to follow your already hem part. But that's it. We're done. This is our dress. I'm not going to hem it like I said because I want to lay it on a flat surface to do it. But it's done. I'm going to take some pictures and show you. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you had fun going through it with me. Let me know below if you have any questions. I'll try to get back to you. But that's it. It's awesome and not too much to it. All right, you have a great day. Bye, guys.